Yep, the game is finished. 3 years in the making, 150 people on the team. As I left the office, we had fixed 45,000 bugs. We've still got 2,000 bugs yet to finish. But, you know, hopefully when I go back it'll be 1,750 and next week it'll be 1,500. But, you know, the game is finished, it's playable, you know, it's all there, all the polish is you know, there's still a few tweaks in there, you know, just to tweak the numbers, but essentially, yeah, it's finished. You should be able to play co-op. If someone comes around to your house, you give them a controller, they should jump into your game where you are. I hate having to leave my single-player game, set up on a new co-op game. So it's very dynamic, it's just in and out. That's the first idea. The second idea, the live co-op stuff, is exactly the same. You can join somebody's game at any point of their story. You can join for 5 minutes or you can join for 5 hours. You can play from the first moment to the last moment. So that's the second thing. The third thing is, how do you link up? Now that's where we've got this new thing which I've never seen before. It's called ambient orbs. And what it is, every person's single player game in the world that is connected to live, we are tracking the coordinates of where their heroes are. And those are uploaded to a server. And you see this little poor purple orb come along the street, and then you know, oh, that's Peter. You can walk up to that orb, you can chat, the voice chat will work, or you can use the keyboard and type, or you just press one button, wham, they come into your world. It's that simple, it's that immediate, and it really changes the way I think of co-op. We had to give you, the owner of the world, some control. So you've got, because you're the owner, you've got this thing called safety. Don't turn safety off unless you know the person really well, because they can have the ability to literally wreak mayhem through the world. You may have gone into this world, you may be a really nice guy, you may be really popular in the world, everyone they like you, you may have a wife and a couple of kids. That person can rampage through your world and just destroy all that fantastic love that you've built up. So you just be real careful. When you've got safety turned on, then your sword doesn't do anybody any damage. It will, if you take your sword out, but they won't be hurt. They just think you're showing off. The second you turn safety off, that's when your sword turns into a lethal weapon again for people in towns and cities. Sometimes we allow you to kill quest givers, but if there is a very important quest giver, then we try to preserve him. This is called a crime system in the game. And when you commit a crime, it's only when you're seen to commit the crime. So if you can drag NPCs or quest givers down to a place where no one can see them, you can then just kill them off, and you wouldn't get arrested. What I do is I have my team of designers. We sit in the room and we talk through some of the features, and some of them are my ideas, some of them are their ideas. And what ends up happening is that this vision of what the game is going to be is different in everybody's heads. I'll give you a perfect example. The magic combat that we had, we designed that about 1.5 years ago, and I really don't think, I think every single designer had a different interpretation of how the magic would feel. It was only this February that we actually got together and we thought, yeah, we were right, we made the right choices. I'm going to confess something to you now, because I've realised while making Fable 2 what atrocious mistakes I've made in the past. Because what I've done, and I've seen this on the boards. I have to go into therapy for a couple of weeks afterwards, but I do read them. I've seen people accuse me, and they're absolutely right. I don't think I was skillful enough as a designer to have made Fable 1 better, but I think I learned so much from the mistakes in Fable 1. And that is what I'm proudest about Fable 2, is that yes, we've got some amazing innovations. I mean, I could list 10 innovations that have never been in any game before, but it's the story and the drama and the emotion, and it's a whole game. It's a whole game. All those features are wrapped together in all that drama. I think that's fantastic. I mean, I've got to turn around and say thank you for persuading us to do a free roaming world. Thank you for doing a story which is adaptable to your gameplay style. Thank you for giving us the prod in the back to make combat even better. So, and it was their comments, definitely. we've got plans for Fable 3, 4 and 5 actually. It's a big story arc, and you can see that if you play Fable 2, you'll recognise things from Fable 1. So that that's pretty exciting. But there is another project at Lionhead that we've been working on for quite some time. It's kind of the result of an experiment that went incredibly well, and we thought this has got to go be a game. And I can't say anything about it at all. I mean, I've always been fascinated by challenges, and I've always said to myself, well, one day I really should do a sports game. It's just simply because, it seems such a genre which is just locked in stone. We know how we do sports games, we don't do them other way, and that is a real challenge to me. Same with things like driving games. I think those sort of games. It's what I want is for a game that I do next is a really big challenge.